founder told us last month, we are paying 2.4x what we paid in 2023 to acquire the same customer, and that customer is worthless. That's the 2026 reality in one sentence. If you are in fintech right now and your CAC is exploding, watch this one out. I'm about to show you why bid optimization won't save you. Hi and welcome back to Upgrowth's YouTube channel, and let us diagnose what is actually killing your unit economics. Alright, let's start up with our blog, How to Reduce CAC in FinTech in 2026. So we will cover channel mix, funnel and lifetime value in this blog. Before getting started, let us understand how the blended CAC has risen 35 to 60% between 2023 and early 2026 across lending, neobanking, wealth, payments, everywhere almost. Four forces are driving this: Meta CPM inflation, Google Performance Max saturation, RBI digital lending guidelines, tightening ad inventory, and AI search cannibalizing your branded organic traffic. The fix is not another round of bid tuning. Let me show you what the fix actually looks like. So, we will be covering four structural layers: channel mix rebalancing, funnel friction compression, LTV expansion, and AEO citation share. Plus, what doesn't work that everyone tries first. Let us go. Now, before getting started with the numbers, first, do you even know where you stand? Now, let's check out the 2026 customer execution cost reality in Indian fintech. Now, what are the current benchmarks? Digital lending personal loans. Digital lending personal loan sits at 1200 to 2800 per funded customer in tier 1, depending on segment and credit tier. And from for tier 2, it is 800 to 1600 in 2023. Now, for new banking savings account activation, rupees 1100 to 1800 was rupees 600 to 900 in 2023. So you can see how the CAC cost has risen over the year. Wealth and broking, fully KYC complete paying users are 2500 to 5500 per execution cost. Now this has gone up from 1400 to 3000. Every category is paying more for a customer worth the same or even less. What is the default response? Bid optimization, creative testing, audience layering inside Meta and Google. Those are maintenance tasks. They keep CAC from getting worse. They don't structurally reduce it. Now let us understand why is customers execution cost exploding in 2026. Here are the four forces stacking on top of each other. Force 1 is the meta CPM inflation in compliant ad inventory. Let me break it down into simple terms. Meta CPM inflation in compliant ad inventory is because of RBI digital lending guidelines that were restricted in 2024 and 2025, which entities can run loan ads, what disclosures are required. Result: compliant advertiser consolidated onto narrower placements. So higher competition, higher the bid, so higher the cost per metric as well. Force number 2 is the Google Performance Max saturation and black box drift. What does that mean? BMax rewards brands with stronger conversion signals and longer history. Incumbents get better CPAs than new entrants. So CPA goes high to 20 to 25% every year. Force number 3 is the AI search, which is eating the branded organic traffic. You are aware about that, right? If you aren't aware about that, go to the footer of our upgrowth page and you will find here generative engine optimization in the AI driven growth. Here are some content which will help you understand how GEO is being so relevant these days. Why, due to GEO, the SEO organic is dropping. So, do check these out. Let us go back to the article. Yeah, so we were talking about how AI search is eating branded organic traffic. Now, when ChatGPT or Perplexity answers best fintech app for salary account, they summarize it, they recommend it, they rarely send a click. So the user gets their query solved then and there. They don't come back to Google and check it. So that is what is happening right now. Force number 4 is the KYC and activation friction driving execution wastage. Now, video KYC compliance, CKYC registry integration, risk-based KYC under RBI's 2024 master direction. So more friction exactly when ad costs are rising. Now these stack. Optimized only CPA while ignoring activation quality or organic cannibalization will not help. CAC will flatten for quarter and then rise again. Anyone who wants to explore SEO pricing in fintech, who is thinking to go more deeper into it, can check this article by clicking the link here. This article covers almost everything related to fintech SEO pricing. Why is it higher than SaaS pricing? The three fintech SEO pricing tiers in India. What does it take to classify fintech SEO from generic SEO, and then it also talks about a case study and what really drives fintech SEO cost, and then lastly the questions. So do check this article out. Meanwhile, let us go back now. Okay, let's move to the levers now. Now, actually, before I show you the levers, let me pull up something. Okay. All right. The biggest lever is the channel mix rebalancing. Once you do that, you will unlock your CAC at some surprising level. Fintechs holding unit economics together have moved from 75 to 85% paid media dependent in 2022 to 55 to 65% paid, 20 to 30% product led, and referral 10 to 20%. So the math is straightforward. When paid CAC is rising, and organic CAC is relatively flat, shifting 15 percentage points of volume from paid to organic can lower blended CAC by 12 to 18%. Now, what are the three moves? Number one move is the product led referral loops. Now, what is that? So, not refer and earn cashback, which attract low intent people. This is called about structural loops that are built into the product. So, just like the salary linked accounts, where employers onboard cohorts, right? UPI circle invitation we do. So, all of this is the product led referral loops. Number two is the GEO and AEO for branded demand. Now, you win the citation share in the answer AI search, AI answer engine for operator type queries. You get cited on ChatGPT, Perplexity for how to choose a neobank in India. So that will drive brand familiarity to some next level and it will compound. Last move is the distribution partnership over direct execution. Now, what does it convey? Embedded finance through e-commerce, ride haul, quick commerce, EPFO linked salary accounts. They've become a great and a cheaper than direct to consumer paid media for several lender and neobanking categories. So these are some of the moves that are helping in driving and balancing this customer execution cost. But yeah, it takes time. It takes 2 to 4 quarters to show result. But yes, paid CAC compounds worse over time than the transition cost. So these moves you should definitely incorporate in your strategy. Now let's move to the next lever, which is the funnel friction. Now every fintech has a leak, right? It doesn't talk about install to KYC, KYC to first transaction to retention. So 50 to 70% drop off is very common and it's between ad click and activated customer it happens. So the true cost per activated customer is 2 to 3x the reported CAC. So what is the typical pattern? Where does the drop off happen? So number one drop off is the app install to KYC start, right? Now 25 to 40% loss we can see here. What happens? Usually pen capture friction, Aadhaar consent confusion. What is the fix? Progressive disclosure, pan capture at first decision point and not at first install. So that will really help in reducing the drop off. Number two is the KYC start to KYC complete. Now 15 to 30% loss here might be like video KYC queue time issues, CKYC mismatches, Aadhaar offline XML issues. So all of this can be fixed by alternating KYC paths, off-peak scheduling, and session persistence. Lastly, KYC completes to first transaction. Now that has like a 20 to 40% loss. So UPI mandate setup, bank account verification, all of this or any unclear action gives chances to the more drop-offs. Now, let's move on to the next lever, which is the LTV expansion. So the lifetime value we're talking about here. Finance pressures marketing to reduce CAC. Marketing pressures growth, and growth pressures the product. Everyone ignores the other side of ratio, that is LTV. Now, say if your CAC is 2000 and your LTV is 6000, what is the ratio? 3 is to 1, and the payback period is tolerable here, right? If CAC rises to 2800 and LTV to 9000, then the ratio becomes 3 is to 2 is to 1. Unit economics improves despite the higher CAC, right? So, what are the three levers? Number one, cross product attach. Lending customer who also activates savings or payment, they have to 2.5 to 4x the 24-month contribution margin growth. So, most fintechs leave this as when we have bandwidth. No, it should be the top funnel priority right now. Second is the cohort retention instrumentation. What is cohort retention instrumentation? Now, most fintech they track retention in aggregate. Unlock is cohorting by execution channel. Paid meta lending cohorts often have 30 to 40% worse 12-month retention than organic or referral. And lastly, pricing and fee structure architecture. Now, small changes in transaction fees, your lending interest, they often produce larger LTV gains than any execution optimization. So do check these levels out. And now let's move to the performance marketing article here. Now, speaking of measurement and agency structure, you need to check this one out. You can click on the link, and this will talk about performance marketing retainers. How do you decide when to keep the retainer? What is the right exact cost? What are the different structures? Whether a hybrid flat percentage is there or not? How did we scale lending cards performance? So, all of this can be explored here. So, do check this article out. Meanwhile, let's go back. Now, the last lever is the AEO citation share, like really important concept right now. Something which is really trending, which is gonna take take content to some other level. AEO citation share, what balance account in India, and the AI pulls from its corpus insights 3 to 8 sources. If your brand is there in these 3 to 8 sources, you're being introduced before they even run a branded search, right? What is the cost per citation introduction? Effectively zero, right? So the downstream effect is what? Higher branded search volume at lower paid defense cost. So higher unaided brand recall, they have a higher conversion rate on paid ads because audience already knows you, right? So what is the work required? Structured content that AI systems can extract clearly, schema markup, comparison, buyer guide, buyer intent. And what is the timeline to see this? 6 to 9 months to see meaningful citation share, 12 to 18 months to see downstream CAC impact. Now, this is why most fintechs don't invest. The ones that do are building a moat that compounds while competitors burn paid media. Now, having understand all the levers, why CAC is exploding, what is the actual reality in fintech, what are the levers to maximize and maintain the CAC cost, let us also understand what is not helping reduce CAC so that we avoid doing it. Now, let me show you. Let's come on to the last section. Okay. First up is creative testing alone. We focus so much on creative that we underline other things. So it's more CPA 10 to 15% in a good quarter, but it doesn't fix any underlying channel inflation, baseline hygiene, and all the strategy, nothing. Then the lookalike audience expansion. So it works until it doesn't, right? Lookalikes built on low LTV cohorts. It produces more low LTV customers. Attribution model changes. Now, shifting from last click to data driven attribution makes paid look more efficient on paper. Underlying CAC hasn't changed. Commission based agency restructuring. Yes, it creates incentive to chase volume and not quality. And lastly, aggressive cashback and execution offers. High volume, but the cost is also high, right? If you pick up a wrong user. So these are some of the things that do not reduce CAC. So you can check your strategy and optimize accordingly. Having said that, here's the link to our playbook to improve your cost per lead. Now, this goes deeper on the paid channel optimization layer. In this, we have covered when to scale versus pull back on Meta and Google, creative testing frameworks that actually move the number. Now, because here's the thing I just told you, right? Creative testing alone won't structurally reduce CAC. It is true, but it is still very necessary. So, this guide shows you how to do it the right way with the bigger strategy. So, this one is worth bookmarking if you are optimizing your CAC and your CPL. So, do check this out. Now, let's go back. Okay, here are some key questions that you can check out related to fintech CAC. Now, having understood everything, let us understand what's the reality. The reality is if your CAC is rising quarter over quarter, telling performance marketing to fix it will rarely work in 2026. The problem is not usually the paid channels, it is the channel mix. It's the funnel friction, LTV expansion, and the missing organic demand. So we run fintech CAC audits at Upgrowth. We combine performance marketing, diagnostic, funnel instrumentation review, cohort LTV modeling. We do the AI citation share assessment, and we have seen audit-driven rebalancing deliver 30 to 40% improvement in cost per activated customer within 2 quarters. So link to book a fintech growth audit is right here. So you can check that and book a link fintech growth audit with us. And if this hit home, like and subscribe. Comment with your current CAC and what vertical you are in. Let's compare notes in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video